Do you or a loved one have a student with a disability? Are you or that person aware of the laws that were established to protect your student in the educational system? Are you aware of your rights and responsibilities as a parent for that child with a disability? Hi, my name is Natasha, and today we're going to be discussing special education law and what you as a parent need to know. First, what is special education? Special education is an individualized program, instruction, and curricula that is designed to meet the needs of your student with a disability. It is also intended to enable students with special needs to reach their fullest potential. According to the IDEA Act, there are 13 disabilities. This includes autism, deafness, deafblindness, traumatic brain injury, speech or language disability, emotional disturbance, visual impairment including blindness, multiple disabilities, hearing impairment, intellectual disability, other health impairment, orthopedic impairment, and specific learning disability. For some of the background, in 1954, Brown versus the Board of Education, Supreme Court found that segregated schools are unequal, which is relevant to children in segregated special education placements. In 1966, the Elementary Second Education Act provided federal funding for students with disabilities in public education. In 1973, the Rehabilitation Act provided people with disabilities cannot be denied help from any program that receives federal funding. In 1975, the Education for All Handicapped Children, known as the IDEA Act, was signed into place. In 1982, Board of Education of Hendrick-Hudson Central School District versus Raleigh argued that students who qualified for special education programs must be provided instruction that is individualized and met the needs of those students. In 1997, the IDEA Act, the amendments were created to provide availabilities of meaningful programs for special students' needs, as well as improve the involvement of parents had in developing an IEP. In 2004, No Child Left Behind Act was improved to create the quality of special education. Some Supreme Court cases. In Urban Independent School District versus Tantro in 1984, Court of Appeals granted the parents of a handicapped student the right to medical procedures as part of their individualized educational program. The procedure was to be provided by the school district and fell under the Education for the Handicapped Act. The Board of Education of Hendrick-Hudson Central School District versus Raleigh argued that a student who is deaf did not need the instruction of an interpreter. However, the court ruled students need such services to reach sufficient education, and the school district had to provide free and suitable public education by providing personalized teaching with support services. Some of your parental rights. Every child is entitled to free public education. Parents must be notified if the school wants to evaluate your child for an educational placement. Parents can request an evaluation. Schools must ask for consent. Parents may request due process hearing or voluntary mediation to resolve differences. Parents have the right for their child to be tested. Parents are entitled to their child's records and copies of those records. Schools must provide parents and children with all rights to them by law. Some responsibilities. Develop a partnership and share relevant information about that student's education. Always ask for clarification of any program you are unsure of. Before signing an IEP or IFSP, be sure you understand the program. The document can be taken home and reviewed for up to 10 days. Keep all records of your child's educational program. Discuss regular school activities to be included, such as lunch, art, gym, music. Also under special education is the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. This is the FERPA. FERPA law was created to protect the privacy of the educational records of a student. Parents are provided with rights for their child's educational records to be respected, and schools must contact parents and qualified students about directory information. Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. This is the IDEA Act. Amendments were created in 1997 to ensure availability to students who had special needs, and mandate to where students with disabilities are provided with an individualized, adequate, and free education. There are 6 pillars that IDEA is based on: development of an IEP, free and appropriate public education, least restrictive environment provided, appropriate evaluation, parent-teacher involvement, and safeguard procedures. Some current legal trends for the website. This is where you can contact information and stay up to date with all the information you need. There's a Parents Advocacy Guide to Special Education, Procedural Safeguards, and a Special Education Handbook, and these will be provided with the links after the end of this video. I hope this has helped you, and you have a wonderful day.